Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Untitled Heroes radio show. Joining us today will be a very special guest, Rain Network. Take it away.
Hello, my name is Mac from the Rain Network, and today I want to talk about how people don't really read anymore. Last year when I was at work, I would sometimes read a little on my breaks. One of my coworkers said to me that she was impressed because apparently less than 20% of the population still reads. And everywhere I look when I see people relaxing, they are almost always looking at their phone. It reminds me of how in the book Fahrenheit 451, the main character's wife spends all her time watching a TV wall. In this book, all books are outlawed, and these men called firemen are sent to burn them to destroy any chance of the population having free thought and ideas. The government in that world feeds the population the ideas they want them to think through the TV walls. The reason I bring up these ideas from Ray Bradbury's book is because I see a lot of similarities between the ideas in this book and our everyday reality. Perhaps it is overgeneralizing, but from my own experience I have noticed that for a lot of people, myself included, it is easier to look at our smartphone and see what is trending on Facebook and YouTube. You may wonder what is wrong with that, but think about it. Don't we all really hop on such social media sites for instant gratification? Most people on social media don't go there with the intention of expanding the mind. We don't go on social media to think, but to have the sites do the thinking for us. Your favorite YouTuber will make a video that may change the way you feel, but for all intents and purposes, they are doing the majority of the thinking, and you are just listening. Sometimes information comes so fast that you really don't have time to process it all. Unless you have a lot of time, you probably won't fact-check everything they say. Don't get me wrong, I do think the internet can be a valuable source of information, but I think there is a danger in letting it be the only source that shapes how we think because of the non-hands-on approach it gives to our brains. At this point, you are wondering what this has to do with reading. Reading is slow, and it takes a large amount of concentration. Most people don't find this desirable anymore because we live in an age where people value entertainment over education. It takes imagination and critical thinking to understand what is meant by someone's words and descriptions in books. In other words, books help improve your thinking and imagining the concepts the book describes. Books take their time with what ideas they give you in comparison to videos because the pace of the book and how you absorb it is decided by how you read it without you constantly being bombarded with advertisements or scrolling down to read the different comments on the video you are watching. Now, one might argue that there is nothing wrong with having more information, but books focus on just a few key ideas for you to absorb. When on the internet, it is really easy to flood your mind with so many ideas that ultimately you hardly absorb any of them. One individual book may not hold many ideas, but it holds enough to keep the reader engaged. Of course, that isn't true for all books, and the worst books lack consistency and can be just as bad, if not worse, than other forms of media. But even a bad book takes concentration and causes you to imagine and think about what the book is trying to say. While reading a book, you will never have to worry about advertisements that interrupt what you are reading, characters breaking character to sell you stuff, losing power and not being able to read anymore, the volume being too high, dropping the book so that it breaks and you can no longer use it, or hastily written comments on the book that distract you from absorbing the ideas that lie within.
Alright, I'd just like to add a few thoughts of my own on this matter. You know, I used to read a lot when I was in high school, and it was fun. I'd try to read one book every week, and most of the time I could actually meet that deadline. It's nice to read, and truth be told, I haven't really read in a long time, or what feels like a long time. Good stories are important, but, you know, dude has a point when he says reading is its own kind of reward. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna kill some time now by saying random things, I guess. So I was scrolling through Doodle Addicts and I found this great piece of art called Chaos Again by somebody named Stennen Hart. And because I'm dyslexic, I misread what the description was, and I thought it said, true chaos is about chaotic emotions. And so I asked, can I make this quote based on your art piece? They said yes, so there it is. Yeah. True chaos is about chaotic emotions. Okay, I've killed enough time. Alright. This outro music for this radio program has been provided by VR Future Wolf. Link in description below. Great artist. This song is called Cosmic Dreams.